Recently, a pool of water near the Dead Sea was found by scientists to have turned red. It raised speculation such as the apocalypse is near. The Dead Sea has located in the biblical region of Moab in modern-day Jordan. Jordanian Irrigation Department and other authorities in Jordan took the sample to be tested in the laboratory to know what caused the water to turn red, and it left them shocked. Stay till the end to find out what shocked these scientists. The photographs and videos of this red-blooded water went viral on social media, giving rise to speculations, controversies, and endless debate. Redwater is significant in the Old Testament as one of the 10 plagues God sent on the Pharaoh of Egypt to set the Jews free. People just keep claiming that the end times are very near. Well, the Dead Sea is the world's saltiest body of water. It is well known for its importance in the Bible. The body of water is a crossroads in the Middle East. It borders West Israel and East Jordan. It has seen the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and witnessed a young David flee for his life from Saul. For generations, it kept the whereabouts of thousands of priceless artifacts a secret, including the legendary Dead Sea Scrolls. These scrolls demonstrated the continuity of Scripture. A similar scene has been mentioned in the Bible where a pond on the Jordanian side completely separated from the Dead Sea and turned red as blood. The Dead Sea is the lowest point on Earth. The origin of the river can be traced back almost 4 million years, and it is a river of 30 salinity, making it the saltiest river in the world. Because of its salty nature, it has the highest density, and nobody can drown in it. It has a higher amount of minerals than all other water bodies. Bathing in the Dead Sea water has many benefits, but being a salty river, it doesn't support marine life. People with respiratory diseases such as cyclical fibrosis are advised to bathe in the waters of the Dead Sea. The region's increased atmospheric pressure, humid conditions, and the presence of minerals and salts in the water make it an ideal setting for treating skin problems. Mud pack therapy is usually practiced by patients suffering from osteoarthritis, and it is claimed that it relieves pain. But sadly, the Dead Sea has declined drastically in recent years. Almost a century ago, it was some of the widest and deepest rivers in the world, but at present, it is just 31 miles long and 9 miles wide. At its widest point, it is estimated that the water level of the Dead Sea has decreased by 131 feet since 1950, and now it is estimated that the water level is dropping by 2 feet each year. In Israel, some years ago, the water of the Alexander River turned red due to the seepage of blood from a slaughterhouse in the West Bank. In the first of the 10 plagues that occurred as Pharaoh's punishment for refusing to liberate the Jewish enslaved people, God transformed the river of the Nile into blood, killing all these fish, which prevented Egyptians from drinking unclean water. The 2 legendary cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were situated on the east beaches of the Dead Sea, where the blood-red pond before God purportedly destroyed them for their alleged wickedness. The head of Al-Karak's Council Water and Agriculture Committee stated that the authorities had been called to look into the details of the matter and find out the reason for the red water. But Jordan's ministry spokeswoman, Omar Slammer, stated that the reasons for the puddle's red water remain unexplained, and the investigators have found no possible reason. However, a few suggestions have been made as to why a lagoon isolated from fresh water might suddenly change color. Yassin al-Kasazbi, director of agriculture in the southern Jordan Valley, told in an interview that this is a natural phenomenon that occurs in ponds near the ocean due to the presence of some sort of bacteria in red algae. The bacteria and algae prefer to live in a saline environment and change color in sunlight. Still, it remains a mystery because the color of the water in the neighboring pools didn't change. It's always sunny there. Then why did the water never change color in all of history? Some experts also suggested that the presence of some metals like iron oxide might be the reason for the red color of the water, but nobody was able to explain why and how iron oxide got into the pool, or why the color of the water changed so quickly. Chairman of the Jordanian Geologist Syndicate, Alan Nasir, indicated that human intervention might have created the red color. Many international organizations and Jordanian authorities accuse the government of concealing the source of pollution or using the pool as a dumping ground. Many people claim that the Bible says that the water in some ponds will turn red just before the world's end. But here, the question arises as to whether or not the events and happenings we are experiencing are mentioned in the Bible. The revelations in 8:8 say the second angel blew his trumpet, and something like a great mountain burning with fire was thrown into the sea, and a third of the sea became blood. This verse explains the event when the second angel blew his trumpet. This massive object could be a meteor. The first trumpet predicted hell, fire, and blood. Some people think the first trumpet will be a meteor shower, heralding a far more terrible calamity than described here. The reference to the sea differs from Earth's freshwater resources, such as lakes and rivers. A later trumpet judgment impacted this. According to Revelation 13:11-18, this judgment falls upon the Mediterranean Sea, which comes under the beast's control. Though only mentioned, this end-of-the-world figure will have arrived by this stage in the tribulations, since according to the Revelations, 1/3 of the sea got red blood. This judgment reminds us of what happened when Pharaoh refused to allow the Hebrews to escape Egypt. According to Revelations in Exodus, God told Moses to order Aaron, his stepbrother, to take his staff and stretch his hand over the water of Egypt, and when he did so, the water of the river Nile turned blood red. Many other revelations, like chapter 16, verses 3-6, describe the event of the water turning red with the second and third bowls of God's wrath. The second angel poured out his bowl into the sea, causing the ocean's water to turn red, and every living thing died as a result. The Dead Sea has significant biblical and religious importance. Many Jewish sects used to live in the caves around the Dead Sea. The Essence was one of the most famous Jewish sects who used to live in those caves, and they are said to have left the remarkable Dead Sea Scrolls. These manuscripts were discovered in 1946. There are almost 2,500 copies of manuscript fragments, the oldest known copies of Hebrew books. The legendary cities are recorded in the book of Genesis. Sodom and Gomorrah are also thought to have existed on the Dead Sea southern shore. In 2011, scientists from Israel and Germany found out that although the water in the Dead Sea isn't sustainable for any living creature to survive, some fractures in the seabed allow fresh water to rinse from the ground, making the water suitable for some bacteria and algae. There are also Islamic views on the Dead Sea. According to Islamic beliefs, the Dead Sea is the location of the ancient city of Sodom. This city used to be the home of the prophet Lot. According to the Quran, the people of Sodom were ignorant and involved in many wrongdoings, so God asked the prophet Lot to leave the city, and the city was destroyed. Accordingly, the location of this punishment has been left as a sign for those who come after. Muslims are advised to recall the story of the prophet Lot and the people of Sodom whenever they visit the sea. Recently, in many parts of the world, some ponds and rivers' water suddenly turned red blood, such as the Bondi Beach in Australia and the Beirut River in Lebanon. The emergence of this strange phenomenon gave rise to different views and opinions from scientists. Even religious views from the Bible and Quran came into it to solve the matter. However, there isn't a conclusive fact about the main cause of red blood. So what's your opinion on this weird discovery? Let us know your views in the comments box. Kindly subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.